Yada kwasinsi asese watimide nkomo kama say yatimide abre. Ebra so say toa ye nkomo no so wa hanum say but yebeda Franco Trading Enterprise yebeda ona say na fe St Andrews SHS nso ya do ma so kwansonko so. Ye ka St Andrews SHS that is a adusua ho asem de ken and akwanya da so so person call SHS 1 2 or 3 one or boarding facilities nso e wo na afi wona sa abo amansɔhwe bia wo pɛ wo wasi ni mo no watimi abo homodin yie pa eno achi so mamenka wo sɛ wono won krabata na bi wo mankasim ni odubia se shama dunkwa onofin sehwi asanwene so ana afi enkra hanso wono wo ebi wo hanum sei na masaka wo so sɛ francophone so tonyo papa one wo Nokia, Samsung, iPhone, Smart TV, a free 32 inches copy 100 inches. Franco air conditioners free 1.5 horsepower a copy 2.5 horsepower. Washing machine, microwave, blender, CCTV cameras, and the car coming anti. We Franco and the sound come papa way at the air bro. For Franco 0246422338 and 0555 939311 and 0302 225651 and also with me at download the new Franco Trading app no Franco on Google Play Store na fi wa visit on website no so our www.francotrading.com no mas Kyle say still phone papa fee and Franco Trading Enterprise. Before Atenase, Chairman Adekoka Atenase, or a football administrator, a politician, a philanthropist, and Osai Obia. The accessibility there, which means say yes. When the history of Ghana politics and football is being written, the likes of Adekoka, Ebayading, say Mobetrom, Mudin, Efrim. Always a pleasure. So Obeba Betna. Ejumedi yesu na nso atira ne nase na yesu ade afiri ne ho chairman Adekoka akwaba
mejesu umpo me
onyame adom bibia e kama
anyame na adom ye da nyame ase de anope nya ye nyankwa ya betna ibezu nkomo papa
good Matthew Nyindam
minua me offer mi wona che
Matthew Nyindam he doesn't really need that in Chilemu Bible. Or you create ono so ye amanyo semni or ye honeho. You know that bracket no. As a penmu as a kola because o man ho kwan na ono so o chirechire no ma se o chirechire. Osua de se osua so. Ono ya na atusa be pem sa brewe e we dwumadi a ye di ne so. De bia da meka people of Bandai me damwase because it was no surprising in the midst of all in from a boy no. More single or be out because of how I must say I always appreciate you for bringing back Matthew Nyindam, number representing interest in Parliament. All of Nyindam, Medasi P. Say, Wabaka is out of pay. Well, my main it's just an appeal that I have started both on Asempa Ekosisi and on this show with my younger brother Philip Osebonsu. Beyond the normal resetting agenda. I think that it was a God-given theme, the resetting agenda. It's an appeal that we have started. Before we can get to the status that we all want to get to, a united Ghana, a progressive Ghana, a good governance Ghana, a patriotic Ghana with patriotic citizens. No? There's a need for us to shift from the old things that we have done over time and make sure we build on a stronger foundation. Once we are resetting, we should be mindful of the things that have always been destructive towards our democracy. Very important. So also once na before dia and you crew no be brea mana jese e be twa nipa na ekra afrio afi pamcho muntie titru so ya ban a ofri so a enche bia mu nipa. Let us all help to rebuild and to reset. If we say one who no be culture say sometimes the moral grounds are be jina so etimi din komo bi ne kra no e bi de ho. But we will not use that measurement of morality. We are using that measurement of making sure every citizen has a fair and objective life to live and comments to make in this country. All of us are equal when the reset agenda is on properly. With a heavy heart, I feel that if we don't stand up to help the reset agenda to be on course, the subsequent elections ahead of us, Onyame Maye Enkwa, Ghana and Shia, Ibibutu, and it will not be the same Ghana again. Let us not take the peace that we are enjoying for granted. Kupi swa yakunjao, oya bema bibli swa yakunjao. Timisre kokotako ne gangarias ne krasi gama for na maji bibia boso no. One day, killer bewula show. Bibia beti woni so wine. Chairman,
yes, sir.
I think that I'm sure we have started the conversation, you know. I'm not in for blame games. No. I'm not in for equalization. I'm in for the content of the letter that preaches good governance, how we can achieve those traits. You know? Those are the things that I want to look at. Because this morning, now the problem is there.
Exactly. It hasn't moved.
Yeah, so how do we improve? I don't want to go to Safumafu, no say Dom level, say Ghana water. Now we are moving forward with an agenda of resetting. These lapses will come, but how do we curb these lapses so that we build a formidable team that I can see you as a brother, you can see me as such, where I will not see you and want to punch you for you to fall down.
Which here, when I was here and pay. That is why I say reset the country. Because Asama Eke, it has gone on for too long since 2000. When the PNDC, transition by 2001. Now Abansi say. During that time, PNDC era, in the NDC government, that money may know you. But because of the governance of PNDC, NDC, especially PNDC, among for that is the other side of the divide. For 30 years they were out of power, so there was that vent up, the need to revenge. And watch out when MPP took power. 201. Even Rawlings going to inauguration, you saw the treatment that he was given. It was virtually the Hackman or Owusu Ejima didn't even want him to come there. I saw the if you go back, people should always situate our situation.
Be guided by history.
History. That is what has brought us where we are. And then the government took over. And you know what happened? People were hounded. I mean, that is why you are saying we shouldn't go to that route. Unfortunately, we have to talk about it so that we don't go to that route. Fast forward. Another MPP, the NDC came to power. Almost decided to say, toilet if you're Muslim, they also have to go back and collect their toilet. Well, all this is because of lack of proper transition documentation. Effort has been tried that this last Professor Mills, God bless his soul, obey a transitional arrangement. At least there has been some semblance of sanity carbon. But still, that thing needs also to
be improved.
To be improved, because when you do something now, along the line, something will crop up. Obama, you go back to look at there as does it suit the purpose, or we must do something else? So that is where we are now. How do we transit from a government to another government? Well, and what should be the behavior of the outgoing government? and the behavior of the incoming government. That is where we are now. Blame game. Sometimes you do that to have a sense of some stability. But when I was in, I caused so much mess. But I must point out their mess to you before I can start resetting. And that is what has informed our politics over the years. That is why we are here today. You didn't want to mention, as I was coming this morning, or I was watching my TV in the early in the morning, and people were quoting Safo Mafu, what he said on his vetting day. The Abaya or whatever, once it's not on it's not captured in the financial, they are going to terminate it. Now, if you look at the words of the chief of staff, you could see that there are similarities. It's that I say. So it is what others have done that has led us to where we are today. Unfortunately for us, we are all Ghanaians. So I like your preamble. We should all do things. Move forward, because that's what I believe in. I know his so I know the fight he had in Pandai. I was in Pandai with President Mahama doing the campaign, and I heard stories and the difficulties between the NDC themselves. We prepared him also to be where he is. Sit back, Ebusiafo. Who's checking the background? What I say? So this kind of mindset, that is what is worrying us. How do we depart from it? And seriously, it will not take us today to resolve those issues. Because the youth of today, Nankasano, they are also impatient. Is that what I say? Television, but behind closed doors, if you are not careful.
But Chairman, that's where people like you are party. You have an honest responsibility to ensure that sanity will prevail. That's why I said with the God-given theme of resetting this country.
I'm coming there. Let's just a little digression. Look at the Council of State. A mere Council of State election. Look at what you see. It tells you how far we have sunk. Previously, the Council of State today. So there's a serious need for us to go back and look at the constitution. That is why there must be because time I saw constitution 30 years ago. Even what Pancrofocho, they on better position. In our party, people were being begged. For instance, Yiti Mensa, when we were on the GFA, and that time, because of the nature of NDC, people did not want to associate themselves. So the ruling, the elite class and that kind of thing. They saw the NDC as a party, gidi. So Yiti Mensa brought Nana Batla, Jaula, Intrigi, a lot of us in football to be the face of NDC. People don't know this. Oh, to bring some semblance of sanity. So people were approached to come and join the party. These days, it's not so. These days, what's democracy? And then you find, both parties. You find, I heard one of the Asafua complaining about what MPP in Penyufua, people who did not take part in the MPP were giving, and then when they called them, so that is why our party, or both parties, has degenerated into what we need to reset. That's why we need to reset. My brothers in Parliament, they need to reset. Look, exactly. That even brings me to Parliament. Look at the attrition rate in Parliament. And then Shenyama, she's Parliament. Also Parliament. So there's we are in crisis. We're in crisis. We must have a serious debate. We have to sit down and have a serious, because if you are not careful, 10, 15 years, there'll be no democracy. There'll be no democracy because And what's the youth? The youth. Then the youth, sometimes, you must crawl before you walk. Now people are walking before crawling. And that is why we find ourselves. Your question, Ebisa, is very pertinent. At what stage are we going to stop? I cannot give you that answer. I'm not in a position to give you that answer. I don't know at what stage it will stop. Until all of us come together, sit down holistically, the constitution. What's it? 50 plus 1 MPs should be ministers. Is it anyone to our benefit?
Majority.
A majority. Is it anyone to our benefit?
No. It doesn't.
Because people go to parliament for the sole purpose of the minister. Once occur that achievement, the design, the politics, he will choose when to come. No. He only come to parliament when there's a necessary bill about whipping. Otherwise, might be why. And you are seeing it in the parliament now where they can't even have quorum.
Yeah.
Because people have been disappointed. Yeah. Those who have been disappointed, because a cow or no, in that house, it's the cow.
Okay, so Chairman, we know we about now the impunity, the boldness for people to do wrong and get away with it. Mamu seminia ba kwatro ade bia ba se mo views no de on the engine to na. So this is the person James Henson Jack. I say does the IGP exist? Why all these happening at this time? Ask your panelists to bring their views. The IGP exists or it doesn't exist?
Listen. You know why the IGP is hanging in a limbo? Because of the way IGPs are appointed. As for me, I say that it is.
This is it.
Now,
it's Wakemu.
Because he wants to retain his position. It's why will he come and arrest Adekoka of NDC now? Where you have a backlash, the position on
so that's the truth. Though.
I compare. And I pay money.
Where they Adekoka? But should that be the case?
So, in other jurisdictions, there's a proper method. That's why I say we should revisit the constitution again and see how state, which is always there. Me and you are just passing through. How state institutions are managed, how appointments are made. The person or cardinal post now, he should be able to resist pressures. When pressure, he should be able to say, "I resign." There's no resignation culture in Ghana. Other jurisdictions, they are resigning. Come and take your job. I'm not going to now give the reason why I want here. Then he resigns. But in this country, no. There's no resignation culture. He'll be hanging.
So Rankus or London, Rankus also worried about why I am not condemning. He says, so you won't condemn what happened in Kumasi during the Council of State election? Rankus, forgive me. The energy to condemn, I'll use it for us to progress now. Because I think every rational human being at this point knows that we are in a mess when it comes to these back and forth situations. My bepam my control way, into Obi or a rational human being be able to say we are not in normal times. So we need to start thinking through what we can do to normalize the situation. Because the moment you raise, why is it that the chief of staff, actual secretary, the other side of the coin, no matter how many people good table, the other side of the coin, so man bar, almost to the other side. So where we are now, it means that all of us we are falling short of what is called right. How do we do what is right going forward? That is why I said, the reset agenda to me is a reset that passes through every facet of a Ghanaian. Because if you're a shoemaker, na adeni one city na 5 cities. You are not resetting. Oton ade odwom na ohwe nipa no so yiska ma. Odan na chia na pay ne baby apro no. Na why fast na dey share obonim na wa mo kama na dey come. You are not resetting. Obi aba adwumam na ohwe minister no wo ho. Now one waka chen say minister no oni ho. Now atena for 6 hours. Now we say nkonfo twem. A typical example is just recently an NDC member complaining bitterly, and I'm now NDC now complaining. And then there's a woman. So we should be careful how we go about things. Contractors yesterday work. Omo supervise road construction. They don't even have Ghana at heart. So we have a problem. If you go to our hospitals, we need to reset. My sister is still on the bench. Kolebu or the drip. There's no bed syndrome. How are we solving these problems? There's a reset. That is very needful. And it is not John Dramani Mahama. Makafiti Nanado Penso. In our bid to fight illegal mining, it's not Nanado Nkwane Bitinyo. As we speak now, Oko former transport minister Kruma, Galamsi, and it's for taking over.
No Hongkwa.
Udameba, the Mimi said the mayor okay. Oko a pramo said there in forest, and it's for take over. It's not surprising to me. Because when the MPP was about, I said it. Obia who Obenya could under this government, our MPP near, about illegal mining. You can't dare. Because I'm share the cooker. But wait much me. So we need a resetting. So if MPP comes today to say illegal mining in Gusua cost now amount for and I'm please, that's not the solution to it. We have all fallen short of that criteria. How do we jump those criteria now in your papa and get into the new field in Ebeboy? Because so when you're careful, we call the same route, say, we are Ghana for. And I have the Aban 7th of January. Now, by appointment, say, Namukamoya Dom Lewood Yenibi, and the Cassette. Sada can say,
O my henny.
Yes.
Mamena was not my chair, Oma Omanya Quire. Namachia, Chairman Adekuka. Nama congratulating.
Chairman say, but from Tokwe see Omuntemo Pandino and Kawono. Usit no so be so
I drink and I'm say bibi ensia ga bibi ensia dem bibi ensia ti mama nchi akpandai for so o ma hene just like the way I can ye nyina ya worry me I have been worried for a very long time as a young man but niema hu no sabe na obeka ho ase me megidi say problem aye wo man mu problem kese pa ye wo man mu eti say wo ne nkwala be meenu ana me nsa wo fi na wo hia nsuo ano na waka se momra me nsuo wan ya obeka saa because
when emre
nsuo
wo se momra me nsuo when
emre nsuo
duanya akwada na koma papa na odo opapa
sankwala no kra no omusa ama bra me nsuo
specific
enche na won side I can see what I've seen in this country is that naming and shaming has become a problem. Obia ni akukudura. Obetimi aka se asima si ne wuye yi. Enye wa bonidin wa kan ma na te se we mpanyimfo na fa aye adwuma dabi. E ka obia agum. E na omo di bone no. Omo gina bone ne so enye ho fa so. You benefit from the wrongdoing.
Omo di bone no.
Yes. Ene asema chairman ka ya ye nyina ka na esi Ashanti region I will be say aden na won kwandem nti upa kire say ye nim omo ye sa diewe
na interviews ameti anopa nyina no obi di ana ehun se nkofo
and ehun say nobody is bold enough to say we na say
Kemadeko ka catch your bread and butter issue is an issue for us more than the love of the country.
See, that is the problem.
People who have sacrificed for this country has gone home poor. Poverty has overtaken them and their family.
Agreed, but some they went home with integrity.
Excuse me.
You don't eat integrity. I know that's the question you want to say. I know that. You see, but that is where as people say reset. Look, I don't think reset means all the times mean positive. Somebody can reset something. It will be negative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true.
Reset does not always come with positive things. No. No. Mama ye nyina hu nema enye ene as ade na omoko distracted according to information omo ye sorting obi ahu obi there sorting say election omo nya ye sorting na onyo obi na be catch say that dey ekoni say somebody made this to happen just because of person or benefited from that nti china so benefited from that then there's no problem. Inti adechina meni ade koka eko contest biom na me hu say boni na obi di ya o benefit me so metimi a benefit why should I have a problem and na me uti
I'll do it
ya nya 1 month 1 month 4 days Adekoka Greater Accra Regional Chairman Anambwa and then up to now Blekuma no for money MP
because the police
Obi antimi nka ho hwe
Yaka ekusi but have condemned the police as dangerous.
You see some of these things never be tired of the right doing. When you are always doing the right thing, never get tired.
Honorable Ayek Pandai, the point is that this is a good situation you've brought out. This is an electoral commission that has written to the Ghana Police Service that we are ready.
Yes.
Now it takes the police service security to go.
That's why I'm saying, say.
But Chairman can capture the root cause.
No, it's not the root cause.
The kind of democracy and good governance I am practicing one. Hey, now me, are you saying that the IGP and his team, when the chaos and it's still all over this country, they are not effective?
You know one good thing about media that we must all pray for you. I pray, just like you said. Any integrity need. I agree with you. Soldiers should not cannot go to war front with an empty stomach. The media must help us. Many Adeko can the end me muamu. Me ba meka MPP asam. Enya kura ai bia na media chiri. Kakra bi na betimi aka no kore. Adeko ka the same way. Ontimi nka NDC asam too much. Kakra bi e bia na betimi aka. But wo why being say you are the fourth arm of government. You are supposed to make sure that you are putting us on check. If you also decide to join us, then we are dead. If the media decide to join us, then we are dead. And the unfortunate thing, you see, this country one day, I'm just saying it. When you say our politicians are the people who are even having the media houses. You produce your media, you finance BBR. So he who pays you tells you what to say. So who now checks myself and Adekoka?
There's no check.
There's no check. Other than that, there is no way. As someone can say, your friend is saying, whether there's IGP or there's no IGP. An IGP is there. If you want to sack him, sack him. If you want to confirm him, confirm him. One thing, one advantage, His Excellency John Mahama want to say, no, we president. And the year free, and I was a president. And you know, only the end to say, Omo 2 times now, Sabio, Omo continue consecutively now, more free you know. Ono onya experience be, and a wakufi, and almost adinaba. So he should do better. He should do better. I think that's the more reason why maybe he overwhelmingly won these elections. Just like you said, the reset agenda. Everybody must join. And it is only for him to come out with that team. And then we see my equalization. Equalization does not give us anything. I agree with you. But no, we be the president. Obedi president.
So we should be asking him questions.
Yes.
That we are resetting, not with this kind of attitude.
Exactly. Because
so his action after this will tell us what
must prove to us that no.
We are resetting.
Exactly. If you come and you are doing
I agree.
The same thing.
I agree.
Then what are you resetting?
I agree.
Because the Mulova flow.
I agree.
Once upon a time he signed a letter after he left office. And it was the same Julio Debra who is his own chief of staff. They are the same people who have come. So if the wrong you have seen was wrong, and you have come today, you mustn't repeat the wrong.
That should be right.
You should be doing the right thing. And to say the naming and shaming until this country, say nipa wa ebone. It's not for nothing that you have a name. So your mind, me the match, or the Adekoka, Anambwa. Intisabi. You are breaking bottle.
You are in the boat. So to our.
What is one a boat? One a boat one. I don't need to be more say. Yes, you mean son. Yes, you mean son. I na to you see.
Omuna boat one.
Man who say wa boat one. Nkrofo yo mujina yo mahu. Be so be kan kure no. What kind of country is it?
But you pay a price for truth speaking.
That has always been the price you have to pay. When you pay the price, people recognize you one day, even if you are not more. There are heroes today. Nipa bo mudi. Kwame Nkrumah ya boni di mo di boni di. One enim Kwame Nkrumah fie. One catch us Kwame Nkrumah ni fie. One can be that. We are small. Ade ba ko pe. Ene edi free how. Edi. ewiase mu ade ba ko pɛ na edi ba be free a
eche ahunya
edin uwi a ombebo odin sabe ombebo
edin na ye bono
ana ye di bone edehia me wu at the same hey ajapade ayi nyina ye kukuri ye be wi obi ye nkola akwa wa hwe ombeba betonton nema we nyina aba ye drug addicts kra wu adagatam ama di papa kra je bi nsi so we need a name in as much as we want to live a good life we need a better name and people must fight on those bases okay. Say anya ne saade a o ma hene da bia ye be kwa ba betena ha ye be kasa chairman be kan de meka me de o wi a bie phone lines o mo so be kan mo de at the end of the day you know man.
Okay, so I think we need to grow as a country and as a people. You remember our conversations about ye komula for no aba mamenkai Kofi Amankwa Mr. Kofi Dotty kese da yanim wona na da for me bo wachi dom Obrimpon ketia Obrimpon ampa ba me number 1 yene onyame adoma fiada we the question da ana ne meme da na question da ni na no wo ampa ba me number 1 ahimfi for the late Obrimpon Nketia Obrimpon na menchia yina ye papa Robert Amankwa Kane Asante Mantem MPP party no titinani no Chema Amankwa good morning na Obako Fia Amankwa so much na no pay so you be kwa try ho ba lot of text messages ba NDC for the course MPP time neighbor MPP for the course so it's already my answer they fighting and judge what is right yeah kwa ba try ko so ya sa ba da mu ina ma say minute be do mienu e da anim na si page mu na sa Mr. mo text message do na no de ntia mintimi nkan mo fan cheme and say wo MPP a or the MPP de ne nko na aba wo NDC a or the NDC de ne nko na aba me pamocho mo me fa Ghana de ne mbra na no metima ka Ghana de ne say ukoha ubiti Ghana na dem finfinti yenhwe Ghana na baby a etosi nto sa ye hyehyɛ ewe ho no yentimi mpegam ye enkomo na yedi no wohwɛ kwan fa so ye fa IGP wohwɛ kwan fa so ye fa wohwɛ nyina obozi ampa esinto wo ye mra kuninim a betimi afele sa gab na masa we nefto the here kese say people should not with impunity do wrong and get away easily with it this here no utwa obi aso a the here say we national organizer MPP uti obi tia the here say national organizer NDC nyina case dikadaya engusiaga but that's not the country you want to build nti woka say okotina aba no MPP for so emfa okotina NDC for so emfa now the responsibility is on our president His Excellency John Dramani Mahama in his bid to reset this country. We remember the courage and the boldness and the fairness and objectivity to actually reset so that every average Ghanaian will have a feel of that agenda of resetting. Very important. Chairman Adiko Kawahara says that era Matthew Nyindamo. It was still kakra untiase kakra say name ni shame. Yes. Naming and shaming. We need to punish, not just naming and shaming. Yeah,
that is the so unemu nipano.
But a typical example, that's who the Ghanaian is aware. In show by your referee, ye nyina ye wa ha. Obia nim the offense. I don't know it is
and what your problem no?
Yesura na ye boy ye fu ban ana say ye da ye duane na ye djuma de ndi na ma no kra de udi ni kra o man ni appreciate you na de na ma no ba because you show we sia yira obia because me hu say sia me hu say obia be fa me hu sa
it's a very bad attitude ade enye o man hene ade a enye na me ka say ya anya sa de no hu adwuma ebe haye me na meti hai na ye kan IGP who say or person protecting the position as to whether I say on be renew and on be terminate or petrol protect nti NDC ni ye bibi say see why big fish on timi
enkawe
because usuro ebia okoye bibi a M1 mene wo
ye be so esisi
yes but as I say yetimi kan din ma president who say IGF no confirm na on confirm so you know so wonyi no
ayentimi nka kire say tamana mo appropriate forest ne takwa ho na mo ye illegal mine minimum konfo nyina titire call wase kropo no or hene ne kra de o me hu me ha me experience MPP for omo ye known omo ye illegal mining chewade e bet na gosi se so e no na me lamp on up
cut the bomb
illegal mining se si am no kase e no ada omo di mfonyini video abrem known visible NDC people.
But my problem with you not you as Oma.
Yeah. Oh, no, it could even be me because I'm also part of it.
Media.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be doing that.
But you know,
I should be afraid to say it. And they should be, because we are known politicians.
We have a situation where even the chairman of a party is telling us that no, the blame game is not effective because you cannot blame the IGP for so many obvious reasons. Can the chairman arrest? Can the IGP arrest Lupenu now?
No.
Have you witnessed Lupenu's video?
No.
Why can't you arrest him?
But that's the game.
When it was your time.
Yes.
That has been the game. How do we drift from that game is where we are now? Because we've seen that Chairman Adekoko has done it. You have done it. I have done it. Because we are party-affiliated people, the law is not catching up with us. Well, what will be the prescription we will give that can change that game? The game changer. That's what we're looking at.
It still boils down to me as the same thing.
That is why I'm saying that. That is why the reset means that you go back to the past, the document that you started running the country with, how effective has it been?
As we speak now.
As we speak now. Yeah. That's the source of our problem. Yeah. Because...
One point. I agree with you on one breath. Not all.
Yeah,
yes.
No, because of the way you position how things should be done. Yeah. And you have done those things for over 30 years. Yes. Has it worked?
No.
We are asking about how is the IGP appointed? How is the
CDS
and all those
how is the
key positions?
How is the Chief Justice appointed? How is the Electoral Commission appointed?
Exactly.
We have practiced this, and we have realized there are so many infractions.
It doesn't help.
It doesn't help because when you're in opposition, look at how many times. I'm not equalizing, but I must give an example. See how many times these people marched the police headquarters and they were beaten, they were what you call it? Rubber bullets were shot at
hot
them
water and all
because a member has been arrested and that kind of thing.
Well, so that's it's not changing. We are going to witness same. No, you. When everything is in motion, people will still go and amass at the police headquarters. Rubber bullets,
What do we do is that we have to revisit our constitution, so that we know that if I get to say IGP, if you have to advertise the position in the police service, criteria. All COPs,
Momra,
all the and Mutuaba, Namu electino. What you say, and there are parameters how we have to operate. Less government interference. We are waiting. When you go to the Metropolitan Police Commander in London, I want you see, and another thing too is that we should start breaking these institutions down. IGP overseeing all the police in this country. When you go to your district, you must have your own police system. We call Greater Manchester, police commander. We call Birmingham. There's no one IGP covering all the.
I had a central point in the control BBR.
So look at best practices. Well, look at best practices and let us adopt it. We unless we have democracy. You didn't mean the democracy. Obi now we copy. All these things we are doing. Yeah, democracy. A friend of chieftaincy. So go to a chieftaincy store. Who's your chief or him? On himself, I'm born in Bray. A man for Betuno. It's Osigwa. Everybody sees that all the elders, clans, Obia, before he can take a decision, all of them must talk. If he misbehave, Obi. Offer and the good enough person and you finish. That is our form of democracy. But when we try to practice Western democracy, we should sit down and look at the best practices. Only yesterday there was an MP in a Labour Party who or your statement was WhatsApp keke. He wrote something on WhatsApp. The party has suspended him for using certain words on the WhatsApp.
Those applications, when they apply there, we are dead.
You understand? You understand? But here you can have an MP.
But you can do and
people applauding him. Oh,
yeah.
People say, oh,
why are they?
We have to reset the whole system. Otherwise, so what you are somebody look. When is the rainy season?
July, very soon.
Last year, what was the rainy season?
We are not solving the problem.
No, last year, you came to sit here and you spoke about the flood.
In fact,
give me 3 months. Don't call me to come and sit here and
in fact, last year what I did was that the Kole area, the first line Kanisi area, I decided that main commenting on a cheer for we are issue your car going to because it's like we are not ready to solve our problems.
So let the rains come tomorrow and you will see.
You
come and sit here.
We will call the sector minister, works a house into the muye kojo upon command no child as split. Let the muye it's about more. But you see the problem is still there.
Oh my
in there, me can't say in there, me badu, let me say I will cook calls for stricter measures
for lotteries and
proposed amendment on. You have been there for how many years?
For God knows.
And you didn't know that this must be done. Today you are talking about when I was or Mpensenpensenmu as my catcher. You were there for 4 years.
Nasawaka.
What is happening in this country? You were there for 4 years and now you are coming to tell us after
stricter measures.
To go, how?
Government does not find his feet.
Maybe he has started something. You may not know.
No, it's too much. Sometimes
when
you call a square, I feel reluctant.
Maybe he has done something.
Yeah. But hey, yo, chairman. Hey, yo.
Because we have to reset them.
All what we are saying, and yes, is doable. Is doable. It's just that the politics in this country, everybody has decided to become a politician.
Future, politics.
Anyhow, look, over MPP, NDC,
another dangerous trend.
Oh, just over Imam for no mushia.
That is why the primary document of this country, and we shouldn't get only a few people. We should have a plethora of people, Ghanaians of different shades of to come and sit down
dangerous
and
trend.
Draw up a document that will survive the test of time.
It's for the constitution. You see, there are certain aspects of the constitution. I mean, if we say, if we review them, it's good for all of us. Like appointment of certain positions, like the IGP, the high police, military, all those issues, I think that beginning, na ebia, the number of coup d'etats and the number of unsafety kind of enema of President Biya per se sabi o be protected. I think we've gone far. Some of these amendments, ebia eba, but it is not every aspect of the constitution it has nothing to do with the constitution.
As for our attitudes.
It is our behavior. It has nothing to do with the constitution.
Our attitudes, there again.
Yes.
There again, our attitudes, because lack of punishment.
Yes, so that is it.
The lack of punishment. We are
the Oba cross or disagree with you. Oba is neutral, no man just or sitting in a very highly professional office. I disagree with Adekoka. We should be appealing to people's moral values from the legislative to the ordinary people. We have made the youth to believe that once you have power, you can have your way in everything. Stakeholders should start addressing the youth more and show good example, not constitution. Aren't they always having their ways even with the constitution? Yes, we have all contributed to this. Sometimes when I remember the case in the past whereby hooligans went to the court in Kumasi to intimidate judges and release those criminals and most opinion leaders kept mute. And unfortunately, The language the youth understand now is retaliation. Like the MP saying, he can never condemn the MPP, same as Adekoka. So the journalists owe us that duty.
Yes. You see, I disagree with her. I also disagree with her.
I see.
I also disagree with her in the sense that if you have, I'm sure he has traveled
widely, yeah.
And when he buys an ice cream from a rapper, he doesn't just throw the wrapper on the ground and walks away. He either put the wrapper in his bag and then make sure that he sees the nearest litter and drops it in it.
Yeah.
Because the law will catch you.
It's effective.
Because those who are practicing the law, they are not practicing the law allegiance to the party or the government.
Or the government. To the state.
Because the constitution of that country emboldens them of what to do, how they are appointed, and that kind of thing. So that if you are putting pressure, what they do is that they resign their position. But here, there's something called patronage. Patronage, let's go back. It's the patron that you have practiced over the years.
Fake life.
Which is now hunting
fake respect. You know,
which is now hunting
it's not a matter of bread or matter of poverty.
So if we look at our primary document and make it in such a way that a government will not come and go and put my brother here on electoral commission, and there's no
a politically exposed person like this.
The system will tell you that the president has the power to do that. So
that's it.
So that is what he's talking about. So
that's it.
So the president can,
because we've gotten away with the constitution. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, because the constitution
where we had a politically exposed MPP person on the electoral commission.
Because the lacuna there. There's a lacuna there that he uses and then he does that. So if a new government has come and you go and put Adekoka on the electoral,
you're going to talk.
Are you going to talk? You cannot talk.
You see, you cannot
talk.
Assembly of what? Assembly of
what? Me
who baby wafa. No, you another thing. Look, you don't even need to travel. Look, it is about our mindset. You don't even need to travel.
Yes.
Mami ka sam chiro. Ofri hanuma. Faka. Go to any barracks. Immediately you enter there, your attitude will change.
Yeah, it will change. Discipline.
It is not you haven't gone to anywhere. Even if you now come as an you will not later it there. You will not. But Ufri barracks, no it is the mind.
It is it can be done.
It is doable. It is just because everybody has decided to become a politician. Just like you have said, no. And then I did say Aman Fwako baby. Oh, my shoot you with what's the name? Water, hot pepper, all those things. Yeah. In the first place, Assam Naba, somebody has been invited to the police. You have gone there to mass up to get the person out of the place. That's all you have gone there to do. Solidarity. And yes, I know.
Correct.
The police had a difficulty in getting you out there. So this happened. What has it got to do with the constitution? Just like we have said, we are also ready. Because they're normal.
Oh, they are ready.
We are ready. And then look at papers talking about armed military men and whatever.
They are too
raiding Kenoforia test house. This one, is it also constitutional?
Let me ask you something.
No, I'm not saying has it got to do with it? Everybody has decided to become a politician. I mean, that's my problem. You see, armed men, people who are supposed to know that when your training, when are we but why no NDC soldier?
No, but it was done. MPP soldier.
So that is the attitude.
No,
Mr. Eta because we are wrapping up.
Look, we need a third force. And God has been so good to us as a nation. Look, the media presence in this country, you can't find it anywhere.
Okay, so let's
so why are we not utilizing
that? Attitude. You have laws which are not, because what's the mode of arrest? You see, report to the police station. Nipanako, I say within 48 hours, man obey. Then we can order from above.
Order from above.
There's a constitution that tells you what to do.
Is it order from above?
Order the people who are trying to pay. A man is statement. Okay, call. But state prosecutor. Go and see. But we can say order from above. So you keep the person there. That is what makes the people come and amass there.
Okay, so we have a continuation of this program. God willing, tomorrow. We were promised a reset by the current government, yet they are doing what previous governments did, and we condemn it. We are wrapping up. So this professional lady is still on Adeko. Adopting best practices is the best for us.
Yes, I agree with her.
Yeah, so we don't mind the complaints. Chairman Adeko Kamedasi, Area matching him down, you know, for Usumedasi. Usubuati or Tachiman, Yako, what's in the penny this weekend?
We have a lot of work to do.
Yako Kesia, Usubuati. I'll come and be part to support you, baby. I'll be a child to pay. Uno Mania. The late Adjoa Anane. Wasi anafi oyere panyi yajewa nti munyina mo sa ebusuan ma mo yakọ ne hyede tituye osu boatia wotachimam onyame de chair echina we are meeting but there's still hope achia is rembuye we'll move on but that's it.